Welcome back to TVU's Most Wanted. As promised, Corpus Christi is on the show today. How's it going, fellas?
It's good, man. It's good.
Now, you guys have hung out with Jadius on Radio U Hardcore multiple times. Apparently he's had you over for dinner. Whatever, dude. Chad. Okay, but we haven't had you on TVU yet, so why don't you go around and introduce yourself? We'll start with you, because you don't have a mic and you're a little bitter about that.
My name's Phil and I play bass.
And he doesn't have a mic.
Jared, I play guitar.
I am Will, frontman.
I'm Justin, I play drums.
And I'm John, I play guitar.
Cool. Now, we were talking before the show. Everyone's told you look like Tim, right, from As I Lay Dying. We talked about this, so I just want to let you know from the start, I'm not going to ask him anything about looking like Tim from As I Lay Dying, because he'll get really angry. I actually have a bruise on my kidney. He just punched me when I asked him that before. So, what have you guys been up to, man?
Touring a lot of lame tours for a while. having a lot of days off in a state where you can't do anything else but have a day off and hang out in a Walmart parking lot.
Yeah, then you can come hang out on TVU though, which is the good news, right?
Now,
Thank God.
we've been, we have been on the road all of January and most of February. We have a few weeks off right now. We're heading back out April 16th, and if everything that we've got on this slated right now pans out, we'll be on the road until the end of August. So
that's cool. That's
hoping that
fantastic.
works.
Cool. Well, Corpus Christi's here, man. Got more with them on the way. It's TMW. Corpus Christi is in the studio, and they're all very excited to see me, except for Will. He's just sitting in the back like, I hate this band. They're all so weird. So you guys just put out an album on Victory Records, correct?
Correct.
Was that the debut Corpus Christi album, or was this just the debut on Victory Records?
No, that's it. Like we did a few demos, did an EP, but never got to really self-release anything because they came in and.
So first released on Victory. That's pretty cool, man. Now Nick told me that you guys signed the record contract for Victory Records when you were in the Radio U studio with Jad, correct?
Yeah.
How did that happen? Like, were you guys just like, oh yeah, we forgot to do this. We should probably send this in. How did that happen?
We had the interview scheduled before we actually got the contract. We showcased on a Tuesday. The interview was scheduled for a Friday. We spent Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday early negotiating. And they sent us the contracts to sign. We signed it, and we didn't have a place to fax it. So it was like, we're going to Radio U, just fax it here.
That's great. That's fantastic. Now, what's the album called?
The Darker Shades of White.
Right. Wouldn't it be way more hardcore if it was like the Darker Shades of Black? I'm just not that I'm second guessing your album name. I'm just saying, like, people would be like, wait, there's a darker shade of black? That's incredible. You know what I mean?
Maybe it's fine not to have more black thing going on. We don't want that kind of thing.
That's true. That's true. So, how was it working with Victory Records?
It's great.
Amazing.
It's great.
Yeah? How long did you guys spend, like, writing and, recording and all that stuff?
3 weeks recording and mixing. Like it was.
Wow, that's cool.
Intense. Like
a
lot of
2 or 3 months to write before we got to record.
Wow, that's a long process. Then, so
yeah,
you guys
we were very
had a
lucky.
time.
Yeah, we got lucky.
That's very cool.
They asked us if, like, right when we had signed, they asked us if we would be able to go in the studio in 3 weeks.
Wow.
I was like, no, we'd really like to do it with Ken Susi from Unearth. He had produced all our demos.
Okay.
And we were really adamant about staying with him because he'd got us that far, and we really liked the sound that we got together. And they said, no, okay. And he wasn't going to be available until until
So they were cool with you guys taking some time to write and then getting.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. That's cool, man. Well, we have you guys' video coming up, which I'm very excited about. I mean, I definitely want to talk about that video after people see it. And we also have some treats for you guys. You guys already used our fax machine, but we have better than a fax machine for you. Better than a fax machine.
Blows my mind.
What blows my mind is the darker shade of black. I'm just saying. The band, they're here. They're right here. Dude, you look huge in that video. I'm telling you, you seriously look like you're 6'5", for real.
I try, you know.
You do a good job of being tall.
Tall
now,
shoes.
That looked like it was freezing. We've been debating on where it was. Where did you guys shoot that video?
We shot it in Chippewa Lake.
Yeah! Woo! Wait, you didn't say that. You didn't say. Totally not. I totally. Wait.
He's like, that was the beast.
Where is it at?
It's about 2.5. Yeah, above Medina.
Right, and it's like an
2.5
abandoned
hours.
amusement park, right? Yeah. How about that? I knew it, not you. That's totally the place I was talking about. Okay, wait. Okay, so seriously, it looked like it was freezing cold though. Who decided to shoot the video in the snow?
Our director.
He was like, hey, it's
Yeah.
freezing. You guys.
Well, it was weird because I told our manager like months, even before we got signed, like if we ever get to do a video, I would love to do a video in the snow.
Okay.
And it turned out our director
Your
was from
wish is
Cle-
my command.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. It looked really cold, and you guys all had like fur coats on. Will's the only guy with like a long sleeve T-shirt on. Like I have to admit, he was way more hardcore, dude. You guys were all like, I got my fur coat on. Whatever though. You can vote that one up. Mostwanted.tvlive.com. Sweet video there. It is TVU's Most Wanted, so it's a good time. You guys got some Corpus Christi treats. And we got to see your new video, and you guys have a new album out. If you want to check that out, you can.
Please check it out.
Shop.tvulive.com. It's called The Darker Shades of Black. Or White. One of those two. I'm just saying. So you guys got a big tour coming up, or what's going on in that? Are you guys going to be touring the rest of the year?
We'll be on the road pretty much from middle of April till New Year's.
Cool. That's awesome. And you guys are playing a show with Red this week, or no, not this weekend. It's coming up April 3rd,
April
right?
3rd, yep.
April 3rd. So if you're in the central Ohio area, they're playing in Kettering, right?
Yep.
With Red, who's in at #1. So make fun of their gingerbread making skills. Seriously, they make gingerbread houses.
It's so metal to make gingerbread.
It's so metal. It's TMW.